So today's topic is state machine diagram. So state machine is a behavior that describes a sequence of states that describes a sequence of states an object or interaction an object or an interaction goes through goes through during its lifetime in response to events and together with its response to those events together with its response to those events. So this is the definition of state machine. So state machine is a behavior that describes a sequence of states. So it is a behavior, simply it is a behavior that describes a sequence of states. Okay, so how the states are going on means the sequence of states. For example, assume that sequence, this is another sequence and another sequence. So sequence of states, okay, an object or interaction goes through. So assume that this is the sequence of object or this is the sequence of interaction. Okay, so sequence of states an object or interaction goes through during its lifetime. For example, this is the sequence of object of its lifetime. So the behavior of this sequence is known as state machine. Okay, so means in response to events in response to events is nothing but every diagram, okay, or every object or interaction respond to some event. Okay, so and together with its response to those events, so response to events together with its response to those events. Okay, behavior and response to those events. Okay, you రెండింటిని కలిపితే మనం స్టేట్ మిషన్ డయాగ్రామ్ అంటారు. సో this is the state machine diagram. So the behavior of a individual class or collaboration of classes. Okay, the behavior of a class, for example, the behavior of a class or collaboration of classes describes the behavior of a means may be specified with a state machine means the behavior of a class or collaboration of a classes may be defined with a state machine Okay, so the behavior of classes and collaboration of classes may be defined with a state machine. So state machine is nothing but behavior. So here also the behavior of a class and collection of classes. Collaboration is nothing but a collection of classes. We specify the behavior of a class and the collection of classes by using the state machine. Okay, we specify the behavior of objects or interaction by using state machine. In a similar way, this is also. Okay, so a state machine includes different other elements. Okay, each state machine includes some elements. Okay, so including each state machine has different elements. Okay, including states, transitions, events and activities. So these are the elements of the state machine. Okay, state machine includes different elements. The elements are states, transitions, events, activities. These are the elements involved in every state machine. Okay, so now state machine is rendered as a rounded rectangle. State machine is rendered as a rounded rectangle, so including its name in the middle of the rounded rectangle. Okay, including its state or substate. Okay, so state machine is rendered as a rounded rectangle. We specify the state name inside the rounded rectangle or substate name inside the rounded rectangle. For example, fresher, I am taking a state like fresher. So fresher is a state in the state machine diagram. Okay, so graphically it is represented as a rounded rectangle. Now look at the what are the states, what are the parts or what are the elements. Okay, elements గురించి ఇప్పుడు మనం నేర్చుకుందాం. ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి. initial state notation, ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్, ఓకే, లేదా ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ అని కూడా చెప్పచ్చు, ఇనీషియల్ స్టేట్ నోటేషన్. సో ద ఇనీషియల్ స్టేట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ స్టార్టింగ్ స్టేట్, ఓకే. సో ఇనీషియల్ స్టేట్ describes the start of a process, okay. In this we describe the, our initial state is defined to show the start of a process. It defines to show the start of a process. So this state is available in every diagram, okay. So simply it represents the starting point of a process, okay. The starting of a process, every start of a process is represented with the initial state. So here the initial state is graphically represented as a filled circle. So this is the initial state representation, filled circle, okay. This is also the starting state. In our activity diagram we have already discussed the activity diagram, so there also we described initial state. So next, final state notation. So final state describes the, or final state is used to define the end of a process. Final state notation, final state defines the, final state is used to define the end of a process. End of, the name itself tells us that it is used to define the end of a process. So this is also available in all diagrams, okay. In for example, in activity diagram we can also see a final state, okay. So it is used to represent the ending of each and every process, okay. So here final state notation is, it is graphically represented as a filled circle surrounded by circle or empty circle, filled circle surrounded by empty circle, okay. Here filled circle, okay, here filled circle. Now next one, transition, next element, transition, okay. So we use solid arrow to represent the transition, okay. Solid arrow is used to represent the transition from one state to other state, okay, from one state to other state, or a change from a one state to other state, okay. For example, we state, this is a state, this is other state. So we are moving from this state to other state, so means we are transferring from one state to other state, we are changing from one state to other state. So this solid arrow, this is known as solid arrow, దీన్ని మనం సాలిడ్ arrow అంటారు. So this solid arrow used to represent the transition. So when a change occurs from one state to other state we use transition, or when a transition happens from one state to other state we use solid arrow symbol, okay. So here solid arrow is labeled with some event, okay. For example, here we take event, okay. Solid arrow is labeled with event. So this event causes this state to this state, means this event causes the state 1, for example state 1, state 2, this event causes the state 1 to move to state 2, okay. It causes the state 1 to, it causes the state 1 to move to state 2, okay. So next one, event trigger, okay. So in the context of state machines, an event is an occurrence. So in the context of state machine, an event is an occurrence. So occurrence of a stimulus means occurrence of a process that can trigger a state transition, Simply remember, event is nothing but an occurrence, okay. So occurrence of a stimulus that can trigger a state transition, means that can start, okay, trigger and happening, okay, that can trigger a state transition, okay. So state transition ni trigger చేసేదాన్ని మనం ఈవెంట్ ట్రిగ్గర్ అంటున్నాము. అక్కరెన్స్ అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక హ్యాపెనింగ్, ఒక అక్కరెన్స్ వస్తే మనకు ట్రాన్సిషన్ అనేది, స్టేట్ ట్రాన్సిషన్ అనేది స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ట్రిగ్గర్ అవుతుంది, రేజ్ అవుతుంది, ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ యాక్షన్, Action is an executable component or an executable part. So action is an executable component or computation, an executable computation. So an action includes different operations. These operations are used to start or create or destruct a object. Okay, so it creates or destruct another object. Okay, so action contains some operations. These operations cause or these operations create or destruct another object. Okay, so or it sends signals to another object. This operation or this action sends a signal to another object, so this is the duty of the action element in the state machine diagram. Okay, next last one, substate. So the name itself tells us that a substate, a state within another state is the substate. So substate provides advanced features. Okay, advanced features in case of solving a number of modeling problems. Okay, solving a number of state machine problems. So it provides different features to solve problems, to solve different state machine problems. Okay, now we look at the state machine diagram practically. Okay, for example, we know that every state machine diagram starts with the initial state. For example, this is the initial state. So UG, okay, I am taking the UG undergraduate. Okay, undergraduate state machine diagram. సో అండర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ మీరు ఏదైనా కోర్సులో జాయిన్ అయ్యే ముందు మనం చెప్పుకున్నాము స్టేట్ మిషన్ డయాగ్రామ్ అంటేనే సీక్వెన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టేట్స్ యొక్క కలయిక. ఓకే, స్టేట్ ఇలా. సో హియర్ ఆల్సో స్టేట్ని మరి మనం ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాము, రౌండెడ్ రెక్టాంగిల్ మనకు తెలుసు. సో హియర్ టేక్ రౌండెడ్ రెక్టాంగిల్. ఓకే, సో ఇన్ దిస్ రౌండెడ్ రెక్టాంగిల్ మనం ఏం తీసుకుంటాం, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వెన్ యూ జాయిన్ ఇన్ ఏ కాలేజ్, whenever you join in a college, you are a fresher at that time. Okay, next after some time, after spending some time in a college, you become another one, means you become another character. Okay, so you are a junior. Okay, so this is another state. Okay, after junior you will become senior. Okay, after junior you will become senior. After fresher you will become junior. After junior you will become senior. This is another step, means you are in your undergraduate course you are changing your roles, you are changing your states. At initial days you are in a fresher state. After some days you are in a junior state. After completion of junior course you will become senior student and you are in a senior state. So after senior end, so there is no other state. Okay, for example, 2 courses are available in one academic year, means 2 years are available in one academic year, one course. So in that course, in your first year you are junior and in your second year you are senior. So in this way the state machine diagram ends with the final state notation. So that is the filled circle surrounded by empty circle. So this is the state machine diagram, means you are changing the states from start to end in this way. Okay, so whenever you pursue your undergraduate course in particular college, okay, this is the state machine diagram. So this is about the state machine diagram. So we will look at the next topic in our next class. Thank you.